What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with Imagine Life Development Center, here to do a past love reading. This is an all signs reading. This will be the first reading of the new year. So happy New Year's to all of you guys out there. And we'll go between now, which is December 30th through to the end of January. Okay. So if you're new to my channel, please click like, share, comment and subscribe button. All the things, all the other information you need to know is in the description box below. You can also book a personal and private reading. I'm trying to remember all the things. And what else? If whatever zodiac signs show up, I will be sure to mention those as well. And with that being said, I think we're just going to go ahead and jump in. I think I got all the announcements out of the way here. Okay, so we're going to do something a little bit different here in this. So I'm going to do a you versus them past love reading. So this reading is for those of you who are interested in a past person. Now, I did a new love reading which is for singles. So if you're single and you're looking for a new person, go check that reading out. Okay. But if you're interested in knowing about an ex or a past person, this is the reading for you. Okay. So we won't be talking about new love here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use two decks. On one side, we'll be looking at your energy. On the other side, we'll be looking at their energy. And then here in the middle, we'll be looking at the mutual energy. All right. So the first thing that we're going to take a look at is what your person is focused on, what they're up to, basically. Okay, so this is for the past person of the collective. All right, so we had the first thing that came out is fulfillment. This is like a 10 of cups / 10 of pentacles type of energy. So right now, your person is focused on some type of fulfillment in their life, whatever that would mean for them. Okay, that's the fulfillment energy here. Whatever that would mean for them. And we'll look a little bit deeper into it as well. Trauma. Okay, so this person has gone through some stuff in their life. Now, this could be your energy as well because the roles can be reversed. But the trauma card is here. So this person has gone through some stuff in their life. And that could be what they're, it's affecting them clearly because it came out in the energy. And I asked what they were focused on. So maybe they're starting to realize, or maybe they're focusing on the fact that, hey, my trauma, the stuff that I haven't dealt with is affecting my fulfillment in life, which would be a good thing, right? Because the truth is it always affects our fulfillment. Anything that we don't address in this season of our lives will follow us into the next season of our lives, and then the next, and the next, and the next, and the next, right? That's where the saying hurt people come from, because the hurting person never deals with the hurt, so they carry that hurt with them into their future, and that hurt is now projected onto those around them. Even if it's not intentionally done, it's energetically done, because wherever you go, you're carrying your energy, because everything is energy. We perceive the world as being tangible, but it's really not. Everything is energy. And our five senses give us the illusion of, sight, touch, smell, hearing, and all the things, right? But everything is just energy at the end of the day. And that's what creates cause and effect energetically, right? So this person, there's a strong energy here that I'm not saying that that's the only thing that they're focused on with their fulfillment, but I know that their trauma is definitely impacting this. Now, we have the female energy is the third card that came out. Now, you could be a male. Male or female doesn't really matter in this sense. This person is either focused or being influenced energetically by a female figure. All right. So, and it's literal, because in this deck here that I created earlier this year for myself, I have a divine feminine card and I have a divine masculine card. Those two cards are not gender specific. But I have a female card and a male card, which are gender specific. So when the female card comes out, it literally means a female, okay? Just to be clear. So whoever this person is, meaning your person, the X, not you, the viewer, but your X, somebody in their life, a female figure in their life, could be mother, sister, cousin, aunt, grandmother, coworker, friend, doesn't matter. There is a female figure that they're either focused on, energetically involved with, or it's influencing them in a way, in some type of way in their life right now. Otherwise, it wouldn't be showing up in their energy. So let's take a deeper look. Why is fulfillment here? Let's go one layer deeper here and see what your X is actually focused on here. Okay, so manifestation came out. So they're trying to manifest fulfillment. They're working on creating whatever it is that would make them happy, essentially. But right now, things seem to be not really, it's not much has happened in their life right now. Things seem like things are on pause right now. That's what their life feels like. Their life feels like things have been put on pause right now or on hold. I mean, it's like their manifestations, their fulfillment is not coming to fruition, basically, with this pause energy, basically. And I can tell you right now that the reason is because of this trauma. Okay. And this came out in the singles read, or the new love read rather, that I did. There was a huge portion of that reading that talked about negative energy versus positive energy. And the card that was on the table was a card called Dark Thoughts, which is very similar to like a 9 of Swords energy, right? And so this person, I feel like this person has been trying to create fulfillment in their life. But it's like no matter what they do, no matter how hard they try to manifest it, it's like nothing ever seems to happen. And everything ever goes their way. And the reason is because of that trauma energy. They haven't dealt with the things inside of them that are affecting them energetically, which is really what matters. What they've been doing is just what's on this card. They've been putting Band-Aids over it, right? Like if you cut your arm off, you're going to need more than a Band-Aid to deal with that. A Band-Aid is not going to be enough to help you, right? Whatever this person went through, it's very similar. It's like they've been through things in their life that would be the equivalent to having like a limb chopped off, but then they try to put a Band-Aid over it, thinking that's all that it takes to heal that wound, to heal that injury, or pretending like it didn't happen, right? Denial about, hey, my arm is chopped off. Nah, I'm okay. I'll be all right. I'm just going to keep going on with life. No, you're not. You're going to bleed to death. That's what's going to happen. And so here, unfortunately, what happens when we don't deal with our trauma, it's like our soul bleeds to death because we build up such a wall around our heart, our soul, and our emotions that it's like we suffocate the life out of our soul. And that's why people become lifeless or soulless, as we call them, or narcissists, or they become cold and angry and hateful and bitter. That's why they are unable to see the error and the harm of their own ways. That's why hurt people hurt other people, because the compassion within them, the empathy within them, that part within them that would typically alert them like, hey, you don't want to hurt people, do you? Yeah, that excuse me, the soul within them, their moral compass, their compassion, their empathy, right, would kick in and say, hey, that's not cool. I don't know. That's not me. That's not who I am. I'm not a jerk. I'm not an a-hole. I'm not out to hurt and harm people. I want to love people. I want to make people feel good. I want to feel good. I want to be loved. I don't want to be hurt, and I don't want to hurt people. Well, it's almost like when you spent so much time in pain and in denial of your own pain because you've either rejected it, you've suppressed it, or you're in denial of it, then eventually you become blind to it. You're blindfolded, and I feel like that's kind of what this person is. But let's take a look at the trauma. Why is trauma here? So the first card that came out was passion. So they allowed their desires to get out of hand, essentially. This is like, it's similar to devil energy. It can be, okay? So this passion energy is telling me that this person really just kind of let their desires lead them. There was a lack of moderation here in their desires and their intentions and their motivation, basically. And essentially, this person, when we have any part of ourselves that's imbalanced, it can create that negative effect. So like in tarot, passion would be like wands energy, right? When your passion is taken too far, then, you fall into extremes, So I feel like this person basically has somewhat of maybe an addiction type of energy here. So again, there's a card in this deck that's very similar to the devil card in tarot, but I feel this person has an addiction, basically, is what I'm feeling. And it could be addiction to lust, sex. It could be an addiction to power, because passion can come out as intensity, right? Which will symptomize as anger or rage or control, right? And so people that are control freaks, or they become very angry, or they go to rage. That's because it gives them a sense of control, a sense of certainty. It's like, if I can dominate people and I can control people and I can scare people and frighten people with my anger, then they'll back down, which makes me feel empowered, right? So it could be any of those things. Now, this could be their energy, or this could be the energy that was done to them. I'm not sure. It's not clear. So, they're either imbalanced from their own passionate desires, gone wild, or somebody else did that to them. And then the next card is we have courage. So this person, this is very similar to the strength card in tarot, which is about discipline, self-control, compassion, empathy, but it's also about courage, bravery, boldness, facing your fears. This person, and this card was out a little bit sideways. This person is they're fronting, basically. They're pretending to be strong. They're pretending to be this courageous person. They act like I feel intuitively that they're a little bit of a hypocrite. They'll act a certain way around certain people, but when you get to know them and you can see them for who they really are behind the scenes, they're a totally different person. It's almost kind of like, if you were dating this person and you brought them home, to meet your friends and your family. And when you're with this person by themselves, they swear up and down, they drink, they're really nasty, they're rude, they're crude. They punch holes in the walls when they get mad, they fly off the handle. They're just wild, unpredictable. No moderation. They don't care if they offend you. They're just a very kind of ego, selfish type of person. But then you take them home for Christmas to meet your family. You dress up nice and yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Not, they don't swear at all. And they act like an angel. They act like a saint. So I feel like this person knows how to put on the persona when they're around certain people and when they're out in the public eye, they present themselves as being this saint, this angel, but behind closed doors, when it's just you and them, you see the real person, and it's not ugly. And all of that is stemming from fear, because this person is lacking courage to face their fear. They don't have the courage, the bravery, or the balls to deal with their trauma. So instead of healing themselves, they're just wallowing in their own trauma and their own pain, for whatever reason. Okay. So, and there's a lot attached to that energy, and I feel like I could just keep going down that rabbit hole, and it's like, you get the point. Like, I don't want to spend this whole reading, energetically, analyzing, every single thing that's wrong with this past person. You guys already know what's wrong with this person. I mean, they're your ex. You already know. I'm not going to tell you anything you don't know, but there's enough there to probably get the point, right? So we're going to see now what this female energy is all about. Why is this here? Why is this female energy here? Okay, karma. Yeah. So this person, this is either, again, this is somebody attached to them. All right. Now, this could be you if you're a female, but I feel like for the most part, it's probably not. I feel like this is somebody else. I feel like this is somebody that they've attracted into their life, or somebody that they've been dealing with, and karma is here. So they're getting served karma by this person. So this person is getting theirs now, basically, with the karma energy being here. And then we have the collective. Yeah. What is done to one person is done to everybody, because we're all one. We're all part of the same collective consciousness. All right. And this person also was not realizing that, what they did to you would come back around and smack them in they were going to get theirs too. They didn't realize that. They didn't realize that you are part of the collective, that anything that they do to others, they're doing it to you. Anything that they do harmful to themselves, they're doing it to others. That goes for everybody, me, you, everybody watching. We're all part of the same collective. But they're also not realizing that that they have a role in healing the collective. And so when we refuse to heal ourselves, what ends up happening? We perpetuate toxic cycles. Because think about it. If everybody healed themselves, there would be no more hurt people hurting people, creating more hurt people that hurt more people, that create more hurting people that hurt more people. If we were all healed, then there would be no more hurt, right? If everybody was healed, there'd be no more hurt, which means that there would be no more hurting people hurting people. They don't realize that. They don't realize that they're part of the problem. They're part of, because eventually what ends up happening is the abuser, the abused rather, become the abuser. The things that a person didn't want done to them, they go out in the future and they do to others, and they just forget. Like, for example, if somebody was cheated on, it's like, well, I didn't want to be cheated on. That hurt me. That broke my heart. But then a couple of years in the future, what do? They go cheat on somebody. It's like, did you forget? Did you forget that time when you were cheated on? How did it feel? And now you're going to go do it to somebody else? That doesn't make sense, right? So that's the idea here, okay? And so whatever's happening with this female, which, again, I don't know who this female is, but they're tied to their energy, and your ex is getting karma from this person. And at the bottom of the deck, we have not aligned. Now, this could be several things. I mean, obviously, not aligned with you. Could be they're not aligned with that other person. They're not in alignment with themselves. Could be all of the above. All right. So that's where they're at energetically, and that's what they're focused on. I'm just going to put these, I'm going to leave these on the table because as we do get a little bit more into the reading, there may be some other things that come out. And then we can reference back to these energies as necessary. All right. So, all right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and on this side of the table is them. And I'm going to use this deck for them. Okay. This is you versus them, right? That's them. And we'll use this deck sorry, I had to get a drink there. This deck is for you guys. All right. So just for clarity, this side is you. This side is them. All right. So let's start off with what are their feelings and emotions towards you at this time? How does this person feel about my viewers at this time? That one wanted to flip. It didn't come all the way out. It was a 3 of Wands. Okay, we have 2. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. So they've definitely been thinking about wanting to make you a love offer. They've definitely been thinking about wanting to come towards you, but they're stuck right now. So this is definitely, and it's interesting. So the Ace of Cups is tied over here to this fulfillment energy. I think they have been wanting to manifest you. They've been wanting to come back towards you, but we have the Hangman, Pisces energy. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You could be a Pisces. I mean, you don't have to be, okay? I'm just giving you the energy when they show up. This person is stuck right now, okay? And the Hangman is when we get put in timeout by the universe because we're not learning. Okay, we either refuse to let go of something or we're refusing to realize something, see something from another perspective, put ourselves in somebody else's shoes, refusing to let go of something that no longer serves us. You know, so it could be any of those. And so right now, things are up in the air. You know, it's like, well, things are up in the air. Nothing's really happening until there's a shift, until this person lets go, stops doing the things that they've been doing, that, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting a different result, until they do something different to get a different result. Nothing's going to change until they let go of whatever they need to let go of, whether it's things within themselves or their trauma, their baggage, other people, whatever it is, until they let go of what no longer serves them, which might give them the new perspective they need about things within them that have been keeping them stuck and in this, bound here, because there's a reason it's called the hanged man or the hanging one, some tarot decks, because you're bound. But his hands are really free. I mean, he or she could get out of that if they really wanted to, but it's a matter of perception. Are you really, really stopping and thinking about and analyzing? You're really looking at your life objectively to come up with a solution to what's keeping you stuck. Well, in this case, they haven't figured that out yet. But the Ace of Cups does show that they would like to they'd like to probably start over with you. And cups are emotions, so there is that emotional new start that they would probably like to have with you. Because that's the question. How do they feel about you? Not this other person, okay? Just to be clear. Yeah, now here we have the Magician. They're really wanting to manifest this with you. Because we have the manifestation energy out here on the table, and now we have the Magician. Virgo, Gemini energy. Okay? And so this person's trying to figure out or they need to figure out, one of the two, what they need to do, what they need to change, what they need to let go of, or how their own behavior, the cause and effect of their own behavior, taking responsibility for their creations, is affecting cause and effect, right? In other words, hey, I participate in my creations. So if I'm always looking out here thinking that, everything, the life is happening to me, you're not a victim. You created this. At the very least, you co-created it. Okay, no one is a victim. We all participate in everything that happens in our lives on an energetic level. We all participate in it to some degree. This person needs to realize that they're participating energetically in the things happening in themselves and in their lives. And they have to realize that if they want you back, or if they even want to find out if they can get you back, they're going to have to put in the work, doing something different to get a different result. 9 of Cups. Now there's 2 energies attached to this. One hand, it's attached to you. You're that Ace of Cups, so you would be the 10th cup, which would 9 plus 1 would be 10. So that would be the 10 cups. They see you as their 10 of Cups. You would be their wish fulfilled. That's one energy. Now, on the other hand, this is their energy. This is them being selfish, because the 9 of Cups is self. They're seeking their fulfillment. They're not thinking about your fulfillment. They're like, how can I please myself? What do I get out of it? Self-indulgence, self-fulfilling energy. So they've been very selfish here on one hand. On the other hand, they're seeing you as that 10th cup. So, that's kind of where they're at on this side of things. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. So there's 2 energies attached to the 9 of Pentacles here as well. And it's interesting. We have the 9 of Cups, and now we have the 9 of Pentacles. On one hand, there's on an egotistical level, and I'm just going to say it like I get it. This person thinks they're the shit. Like on an egotistical level, this person thinks they're the shit. And I alluded to that with that Strength card. Remember when I said how this person, they kind of wear a little bit of a mask. They're a little bit hypocritical. It's like when they're out in public, they act like a saint. This person acts, they act one way. Oh, they're so likable and they're Mr. and Mrs. Perfect, like they would want other people to think they're this 9 of Pentacles. Oh man, this person has it all, man. Look at them. They're just the most amazing guy and the most, or most amazing woman in the world. They want people to see only what they want other people to see. But behind closed doors, they're everything but the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is a little bit of a mask and a front. The second energy is they see you though. They still see you as their everything. You're still their 10 of Cups here. Okay. So you guys haven't been talking for a while. The 4 of Swords, there's been, radio silence for who knows how long, probably a good while. I would say 3 months, 6 months to maybe even a year you haven't spoken to this person. Healing is necessary. Two energies attached. Healing that trauma is necessary and needed. High Priestess, Pisces energy again. There's been a lot of secrets here. There's a lot of unknowns here with this person. Okay. You guys do have a spiritual connection. You could dream about them. They could be dreaming about you. They might see you as a spiritual person. Or they're very drawn to you. But there's definitely been a lot of secrets though. This person keeps secrets, and I don't mean necessarily in a good way. This is also that fronting energy again too. Who they are behind closed doors is somebody totally different. And there's that Strength again. There it is. The courage, my courage from my deck, the Courage card. There it is. There's the front. See what's not seen behind closed doors with the High Priestess, and what's seen out in public when people look at them, right? Is that fronting energy. But this is, again, also a dual energy. Everything's just repeating itself. The courage to confront themselves, and the self-discipline, the self-mastery that's necessary to go within yourself and say, hey, instead of pretending like I'm this shit, why don't I just heal myself and become this shit? But for real, stop pretending, stop faking, stop acting like I don't have problems. Stop acting like I haven't been hurt. Stop acting like I got my crap together when I don't, and call a spade call a spade, right? So that's where they're at. So let's take a look now over here at you. Okay. So where are you at right now? What are your thoughts and feelings towards them? What are my collective thoughts and feelings towards them at this time? Now, this is general, so keep it general because there's a lot of you that are watching this. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. How do my viewers feel about their ex? Okay, now this one fell out right on top of this collective card and a little bit on that karma card. So I'm just going to acknowledge that. Let's see what it is. Watch it be justice. It's not, but this is interesting. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse as your first card. You can't make this up. So they see you, they have emotion for you, the cup is full, and you do not feel that way towards them. You're done. You're empty of emotions. Whatever this person did to you, you could feel numb, you could feel nothing, or very little to nothing, okay? Very, very emotionally done with this person is what just came out on your side. The Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm going to turn it upright just because I have a tendency to grab the cards and put them back in my deck in reverse, and I'm just OCD. But we know that card is in reverse, okay? So what else? Yep. Turn the cards back around. All right, how does my collective feel about this person? Three of Wands. Yeah. So this is you. This could be several energies. This could be you turning your back to them. On the traditional tarot deck, there's a person standing on a hill and you're just looking at his back or her back. This is you looking out at your future. Like you've turned your back to this person and you're looking out to see what else is out there. You're focused on your future. You're focused on what's ahead for you, not what's behind you, not what's on the past, basically here. I do feel that at one point in time, you saw a future with this person, obviously, when you were with them. I feel that was the case. This person could, for some of you, they could live at a distance. That's part of the energy that's attached to this as well. But for the majority of you, this is you. You're not worried about this person anymore. You're focused on your future. You're focused on what other options are out there and available for you. That's very clear and very strong with that energy. Okay, give me one more. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been focused on either your work, you've been focused on your money, or you've just been focusing on yourself, your personal development, your personal growth, your self-development. You've definitely been focused on building, creating personal growth, wealth, money, anything having to do with work and growth, like putting in effort to create something, putting in effort to expand something, to grow something, to strengthen something, to build something, anything in your life. Okay. It doesn't have to just be money. It doesn't have to even just be love. It could be any part of your life, but you've been focusing on taking the two most valuable resources that anyone has, which is time and energy, and you've been using that to promote personal growth in your life. You're like, and this is a good energy. Okay. And if you keep this energy up coming into 2024, that'll be really great, because we're coming out of a 7 universal year in numerology into an 8 universal year in numerology. You can Google that, because 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 8, right? You just add the year together, the digits of the current year. So 2024, you add all those up and it equals 8. It's based on a 9-year cycle. So in 2025, we'll be in the last year of a 9-year cycle. Okay. But so we're moving into an 8 year. So this energy, you keep this up during 2024, you can have some fantastic results with your life and whatever you're building, growing, and working on there. Now, at the bottom of the deck for you, we have you sitting in your power. We have the Queen of Wands. Magnetic, passionate, motivated, inspirational, a go-getter, a doer, powerful. The Queen of Wands gets crap done. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy there, for those who like to know. There's some other things. We get the Two of Pentacles. There's some things in your life that you're juggling. It could be anything. It could be the things you're working on. It could be love, health, holidays, money. It could be anything. But this could also be you going back and forth about things. 1 minute you're like, you're thinking this, another minute you're over here, you're kind of thinking about that. There's a little bit of uncertainty there. There's a little bit of I'm a little unsure here. And it could be about this past person, or this could basically mean that this past person was juggling you and you found out about it. That's another possibility, because we get from the Two of Pentacles now to the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is that third pentacle, right? So there could have been a third party situation for some of you. If it's not about that, for others of you, this third pentacle is, again, you slowly building. It's based on that Eight of Pentacles. As you put in work, things start to grow and expand. You went from the 2 to the 3. You're slowly building something in your life. You're moving towards your goals, whatever those are. You're building your goals. You're working towards them. And then you have the Six of Swords behind that, which is you're moving on, you're letting go. It's tied to that Three of Wands energy. It's like, hey, you know what? Traditionally, the Six of Swords, you'll hear a lot of tarot readers say moving on to calmer waters as one of the definitions of that energy. Because if you look on the artwork of the original artwork for that card, on one side of the boat, there's waves. The water is very, it's very, what's the word I'm trying to look for? It's very choppy. On the other side of the boat, it's smooth as glass, right? It's calm. And so what you're doing is you're moving on. You're moving on from chaotic times, because the Five of Swords is what you're moving on from, is conflict, aggression, violence, war, disagreements, arguing, any type of aggression or violence or force or negativity, whether it's within oneself or with somebody else. Well, the Six of Swords is you're going from the 5 to the 6. It's like you're leaving that situation behind. You're going to go find peace somewhere. You're leaving chaos and all that crap behind, right? So this is you protecting your peace, moving on to a peaceful time. So let's take, I'm gonna set this down, and I'm gonna pull, let's see. All right, I'm going to use this deck, and I'm just going to ask just going to pull 3 cards. Okay. Is there any new love coming in for my viewers here? Is there any new love coming in? Let me just pull 3 cards real quick, and then we'll close out the reading with just a few other cards. Is there any new love coming towards my viewers, please? Okay. Wheel of Fortune. That's a really nice card to see. Let's see what this one is. Okay, Four of Swords. So again, taking time out. Maybe not focus so much on dating and relationships right now. You're just, taking a pause. Can't make this up. Okay, so Four of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and Justice. And there you are again at the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Cups. This makes perfect sense. Okay. Yeah, right now, you guys are really just focused on yourselves. Four of Swords is just like, hey, you know what? I'm just focused on me, focused on myself, focused on my healing, taking a time out, and I'm perfectly, like, you're okay. You're actually okay right now with where you're at in life, single or whatever. Like, it's like, and I feel like a lot of you are open. Okay, which I'm going to explain why in a second. I think a lot of you guys are open. Like, if the right person comes along, like, you're cool with that. But otherwise, you're not really interested. You have other things in your life that you're prioritizing right now. Wheel of Fortune is destiny and fate and good fortune. So I feel like this is more like a serendipity thing. Now, we do have Justice here, which is Libra energy. And the Wheel of Fortune are the fixed signs. So I believe it's Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. So you could be dealing with one of those four. And then again, like I said, Justice at the bottom of the deck. I'm not the bottom of the deck. Justice, which is Libra. And then, of course, all the other energies that we had. We had Gemini, Virgo up here. We had Pisces. I think Pisces came out twice. So we had that High Priestess. And then we have the Queen of Wands twice. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And I mentioned Leo up here too. So just throwing that out there for those who like to hear it. So this is you just happy where you're at with the Four of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that the divine is on your side. Destiny is working. The wheel of fate is turning. Good fortune is turning in your favor. There is somebody, you have a fated destined connection coming your way. And it's justice. It is good karma for what you've endured. Because karma goes either way. If you've done good, you will receive good. If you've done bad, you will receive bad back. So justice is saying you have something fair, balanced, loyal, trustworthy, and equal that's coming your way. It's in the hands of the divine right now with the Wheel of Fortune. But it's definitely good fortune and good luck here. And that goes for any area of your life. I did ask about love, but this could have to do with anything else in your life that's important to you or valuable to you. Okay. So here you are at the bottom of the deck, sitting in your power. So we have the Six of Pentacles. There's that minor arcana justice energy, something that's fair and balanced. It's coming into your life that's equal, something that's going to provide equally, add value to your life. Now, this could also be you investing and working in other areas of your life as well. But I specifically asked about love. Here's you, looking at, just staying aware of whatever comes. It's like you're holding the world in your hand. The world is your oyster. You have options and decisions and choices that you'll be able to make. And that's not a bad thing in this case. It's good to have options. But this is you also planning. It's like, what you want. And the more clear you get on what you want, the more likely you are to get it, because clarity is key. And this is you getting clear on what you want your world, your life to look like here, and the options available to you as a result, okay? And putting those plans into action, of course. And then this is you staying open. The Page of Swords, you're like, hey, I'm just out here. I'm staying open. My eyes are open. My eyes are peeled. You're just a neutral observer of like life right now. These two cards have two very similar energies, very similar energies with both of these cards. So this is you just chilling. Okay, you know what? I'm open to possibilities here. And then of course behind the Page of Swords, you have Two of Cups. You're open to the right relationship if it comes along. That's what this means. This here, paired up with this, is you being open to the right options when they come along. These are the options and choices you might have that might come along. And this is you inspecting them. You taking a close look to see if it's worth your time, energy, and effort. And if so, you're open to it. So you're not needy. You're not really wanting. You're not just like, hey, I'm open to anything that wants to come my way that adds value to my life, that's in alignment with me, and you're kind of just okay right now. And again, this reading is for between now, December 30th, and the end of January. So this is where you're sitting right now with your energy. Okay, so to close out the reading, just for fun, we're going to take a look at the energy of your ex. Okay, these are brand new deck that I got. So give me 3 cards. Tell the collective about their ex. What energy is their ex in right now? This top row was what they were focused on. Let's take a look and see what energy they're in right now. Okay, so this card says romantic, wants to be courted, likes conventional roles, sees a future together. Now, I feel like this is them ruminating on you with that Ace of Cups. Okay? This is them up here in this Ace of Cups energy. And I know some of you might be thinking, yeah, right. But it's possible. You know, again, people can do other people wrong. You can have an ex that was, you know, who treated you like trash, who hurt you, wounded you, did everything wrong. And they could be in complete denial, blind to it. And they could still think, oh, well, you know, yeah, I have all these romantic feelings for you. And like, how could you possibly have feelings for me when you treated me like trash? I know it doesn't make sense to you. Trust me. And that's why they're in the hangman energy, because they need to see the cause and effect of what they do to other people. They're not realizing that they are hurting people. They don't see that yet. That's why they're stuck. Insecure. And this is, again, remember what we said the whole time? They put on the front. Well, this is why they put on that mask in that front, because deep down inside, they're wounded and they're insecure and afraid. Needs constant support, questions your love, blames, and self-destruction. Yeah, they're a victim. They act like a victim with that insecurity energy. And I know that I'm not telling you guys things that you don't already know. I just wanted to see what the cards had to say. Confused. Their head is spinning, they're not sure what to do, or need to talk it out. Yeah, of course they're confused. That's why they're in the hangman energy. You know, because they can't understand why, no matter how much energy and effort they put into trying to get their fulfillment, no matter how much energy they try to manifest, nothing happens. It's like you're in a car and you hold down the brake and you press the gas all the way in. The car's not going anywhere because you have your foot on the brake too. That's what they're doing. They have the foot on the gas and the foot on the brake, and those cancel each other out. The car's not going anywhere, right? And that's why. And then at the bottom, distant, and it says, again, long distance affair, needs more space, and mentally checked out. All right. And then lastly, we have this. I'm going to get 3 of this. And this basically points out the major areas where the toxicity is, and says basically gives a little clue as to what needs to be done on their part to address it. Give me 3 cards here. If you guys haven't already, I greatly appreciate if you would like, comment, subscribe, and share all that good stuff. And like I said before, you guys can book a personal or private reading as well if you would like. That information should be in the description box. Well, it gave me 4. I'll take them. Okay, so the first one we have, no bounds. You are overstepping your authority right now. There's no need to control others to be successful. Yeah, they're a control freak, right? And I think we said something about that. Something came out where we talked about that during the reading. I forget which part it was where that came out, but there was definitely that control freak. Oh, the passion. The passion energy, when someone's passionate, they become intense and angry, and anger can be used as a form of control, right? Because it intimidates other people, and then other people want to back away or back down. Confusion. You are allowing yourself to be led astray. Connect with your clarity to see the right path. Yeah. So this person, the hangman energy, it's like they're blinded to their own problems. They're wasting time. You're too busy escaping from reality to succeed. Figure out what matters and drop the distractions. Everything, this is the hangman energy, right? What I said, you have to let go of something in order to get out of that hangman position. And so but before you can let go of something, you have to know what to let go of, which is the new perspective that they need. And then manipulative. You were trying to control others in your life. You are only driving them away. Let go and trust. Yeah, this person has major trust issues, major control freak issues, which we saw no balance there. And again, that's tied to that passion energy, right? And so, that could also go back to the lion, like the strength card and the lion, the courages. They want to, come across as the lion, the intimidation. I keep getting that. Like this person tries to use intimidation is like their bluff. The people who play poker and they have the poker face, it's like they want people to see them like that. They want to act like intimidating in some way because it gives them the false sense of power and control. When the reality is they're insecure, which we saw right here. On the inside, if we could see their soul, you'd be like, man, you're afraid of everything. But on the outside, they have to act like they're not. They're compensating for being insecure, right? So interesting. I hope that this reading resonates for you guys. At least gives you some insight for those of you that are curious about a past person or an ex, where they're at, where their energy's at, what they're focused on. Hopefully this reading was helpful. And if you guys like this reading, I get some good feedback. I might do more of these in the future. Obviously, I've got some ideas coming up for the new year, things to do differently on my channel. Obviously, making more content now that the holidays and kind of the end of the year's winding down, the new year's beginning. I can get back to doing my readings. But with that being said, I appreciate all your guys' support. Happy New Year's. Please be safe. I will see you guys here in the new year. As always, my friends, love and light.